I'm Simone and I'm a host. I do short term rental properties for people listing their business on Airbnb, Vrbo, Booking.com, and other platforms. So, pretty much what happens is a person who owns one or two properties, the money they're making from that property is not sufficient to retire them or cause them to stop working their regular 9 to 5 job. So, pretty much what they do is they list these properties on platforms like Airbnb, Vrbo, and others so that they can use that property to make money for them. Now, because these individuals are doing their 9 to 5 jobs, they usually don't have time to invest in managing their Airbnb because a lot of work does go into this kind of property management. First of all, you are going to have guests calling you, so you have to be available to speak with these guests and give them the information right then and there when they need it. You are also going to have to make sure that everything is nice and ready for them and just be available at, a phone call from your guests. In addition to that, there is cleaning, which is one of the most important aspects of running an Airbnb business. You have to make sure that the property is nice and clean, the beds are nicely spread, there's a great ambiance, so that when your guest comes to the property, they can be wowed, with just how clean and nice and relaxing the place is. Remember, a lot of people are coming to your Airbnb property because they want to feel as if they're on vacation. They want to get away and they want to feel as if it's a nice vacation spot away from home. They don't want to come into an Airbnb seeing some raggedy old looking bed and stuff like that. Maybe that's stuff that they left behind in their own home. When they come, they want to see luxury. They want to have that feeling of being on vacation, being in Jamaica, in the Cayman Islands, just living their best life and doing things right. So we put a lot of emphasis in making sure that our properties, ooh, the sun is in my eyes, but just making sure that our properties are well equipped for our guests when they come into the property. They can just have that wow factor. And that's what we aim for with our guests. Now, like I said, a lot of people who have these properties, they do not have time to spend, and get all these things done. And that is where myself as an Airbnb host come in to help. I do have a team of people who work with me, and together we make this possible, and we help to build up your Airbnb, make it look beautiful. So that people can actually come to enjoy, and at the end of it you are making some money. So what goes into running an Airbnb? You have We have different type of clients pretty much. So we have people who have existing Airbnbs. We have people or clients, as I call them, who have a rental property that they may want to convert into an Airbnb, as well as I have clients who are new to Airbnb. They have some money, or maybe they don't have money, but they're fascinated with this business of Airbnb, knowing that you can make a lot of money. Because if you're making, let's say, $2,000 per month when you rent your home, on a monthly basis, with an Airbnb you may be able to triple, or how do you say triple? I don't know. You could probably make 3 times or 4 times that if you were to actually use your home as an Airbnb, right? So it's more profitable. So this business is very attractive to a lot of people, and a lot of people, even though they don't have a home or anything like that, they do find a home and they use this home for that purpose. Meaning, they may have business partners that they team up with and say, hey, let's buy this home and let's turn it into an Airbnb, and we can actually use that to make money. And so these are things that these individuals do with their homes that they purchase. So sometimes it's not just a one person who owns the home. It may be multiple people using it for investment properties. But again, These are individuals who may have their regular 9 to 5 jobs and they don't have time to invest and make the business work for them because, their priorities elsewhere. They just want this maybe to be something on the side to give them some additional income. And so, again, that's where I come in because I have the time, I have the resources, and that is spent on making sure that we are running these Airbnbs for our clients to the best of our abilities and to the property's full potential where it gets the maximum number of bookings, and then our clients in turn will get the maximum profit from their investment into turning this home into an Airbnb property. So that's pretty much what we do. So let's go into what this all entails. And I'm just going to start from, let's say, someone who's using their home, a regular home, right? And they want to turn it into an Airbnb. Well, we have to go there. That's our process. We go to the property, we take a look, and then we kind of inspect and see what needs to be done, what is okay. And if there's work to be done, we do have a construction team, and we will go in and we will take care of whatever little cosmetic stuff that needs to be done to make the property appealing and up to date. Okay. And once we have done that, then the next step of the process is to furnish the home, right? So we purchase furniture. This is something that the homeowner themselves could choose, or they could leave everything in our hands and, for us to use our judgment and our experience to get, to purchase the furniture and, paintings and everything else that the house would need as decor items to get this thing done. Once we are done with that, then the next step is to go ahead and take photographs so that, we can get this listing on Airbnb, Vrbo, and other platforms. So we do shoot the photographs and we take it from the best angle possible just to make sure that we are showing the best qualities of the home. And then once that is done, the next step pretty much is to list the property on the platform. And once we list that property on the platform, we are talking about all the amenities. So we're describing everything that the home has to offer. We're also describing um, local places in the area that the guests can go to enjoy themselves in addition to being at the property. If there's a mall close by, if there's a gas station, if there's a supermarket, if there's place for entertainment like a theater, um, anything at all that will attract the guests to that area and wanting to stay in that Airbnb, that's what we do. So after that aspect of it is done, let me just take a little sip of my tea. I completely forgot that I had it. It's a little bit on the hot side. But anyway, once we list all the amenities and everything, we also list, the features of the home. If it's a 4 bedroom, 3 bathrooms, utensils, if it has a swimming pool, if it has a garden view, just everything about the home and the area. So the guests can know ahead of time what they are going to get when they come to this Airbnb. So we incorporate all that stuff into the listing. And then once we hit submit, the property pretty much is going to be listed. And the next step is just to sit and wait for guests to start booking. Now, depending on the area, you may have some properties that go just like that and there's just constant booking, while there are other properties that may take a little bit longer, and in those cases we advertise those properties as well, and that will help to boost the property some more. So that's the advertising that we do to help boost these properties and their bookings. So everything we have everything on our YouTube channel, and we also have a Facebook page that also has this information, and we advertise on both those medias. So once you become a client with us, your property will be listed on our social media platforms. So pretty much you're going to have constant traffic, people looking at it and watching the videos, and we definitely will feature your property on our platform. So you will always have eyes looking at it and wanting to book our property. So that's pretty much the service that we provide in a nutshell. If anything, I guess once we have a client who has now, I'm sorry, once we have a guest who has booked a property, then pretty much we send them out a little welcome email or text message. We will let them know where everything is located, who to contact in case they need to speak with someone, because things do happen sometimes, and the guests will need to know who they can reach out to. So we provide that information to them prior to them getting to the property. We would rather for the automatic check-in where you have that door lock that you just pin in the code and the guests can easily access the property all on their own without someone being there. But if the property does not have that capability, then we'll be able to let them know where the key is, or if someone will physically have to go there and meet the guest and provide them with the key, whatever we have to do to make sure that the guests are happy and they feel welcomed and like they're not alone, then that's pretty much what we do for our clients as a host for their short-term rental properties. So if you definitely would like to use our services as your Airbnb host, all our information is going to be in the description box. Just click on it and you'll be able to see our email address as a way of contacting us. You may be able to send a message as well. And you may be able to leave a comment, but we would rather for you to email as our main means of having our interested clients contact us for using our services. But there will be more videos to come, but I just want to tell you, thank you so much for tuning in. And if you're new, thank you so much for watching and welcome. But I will see you in the next one.